Hey folks, this is Nate from Fat Guy Squared. You can watch us on Twitch, fatguysquared.podbean.com, and also our podcast at the Google Play Store and iTunes. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course YouTube. If you want to send us an email, you can hit us at fatguysquared@gmail.com. And without further ado, folks, here's the show. Ladies and gentlemen,
What's going on?
you've been waiting all week for this, and it is happening. We're
Yes.
doing this.
The only podcast that has two fat guys you can stare at and laugh at, and we won't beat you up.
That's true.
Fat Guy Squared.
Fat Guy Squared.
Fat Guy
I had somebody ask me, why do you call it Fat Guys Squared? Because that doesn't make any sense.
It was supposed to be singular, but we decided to go double because double the pleasure, double the fun.
Well, I just said it's because we're double the size of a normal man.
Damn Skippy.
And people think I'm talking about the weight. Hey-o!
I sure ain't my penis, that's for damn sure. I'm French-Canadian, people. There's no fucking way he's talking about my dick.
Although we have 6 strands of, hair on our chest because of being French-Canadian. So it's good and bad with that. Oh.
So, how was your week been, Nate? How's things going, man?
It's been crazy. I've been getting a lot of love. A
Lot
lot
of
of love. A lot of people loving the podcast, and it's making me feel pretty good. Making me feel pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, same shit, different day, mostly. But on the plus side, I got more. I got more of these sound bars. I mean, I got a lot of.
What
sound
the
bars.
hell? So, folks, last week he tried to do the soundbar, but we didn't have a cord.
No.
So we got him a cord, and well, now we're screwed.
I love sound bars. They make me feel all warm inside, like I'm climbing a rope in gym class. Gym
What
class.
is good about that? That's not appealing.
You know what? I
Were you good at that?
Truly, man. I was very, very athletic as a youth. I wasn't always fat. I was big. My mom used to like to say I was big boned, but truly, I was just a big dude.
My sister used to say I had tree trunks for legs.
Yeah, no, I never had an issue. I was always good in that. Matter of fact, even through high school, whenever there was like a study hall or something, I'd make an effort to go to gym class and whatever it was that they were doing.
Really?
That's what. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I would not just sit around. I can't just sit around and do nothing. It's one of the most boring things in the world.
That seems like, yeah, you've always been like that.
Oh yeah, no, I just don't sit still. I got the ADD. What can I tell you?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't. Maybe I do.
You don't have ADD?
I don't have ADD. I don't think. I don't. Who knows? I guess I'll find out. So what were we talking about?
At this point, I don't know. What are we talking about? I'm the one who's supposed to come up with all the topics.
Yeah, duh. That's your job. That's his one job,
My
people.
one job. I'm not good at it either. What can I tell you? Let's play a little game. While we're waiting for people to come in here, let's play a little game. I'm gonna ramble off a description, and it's a description of a movie, and I want to see if you know what movie it is. See how up to date you are on maybe not brand new, but relevant movies, especially
Okay.
this time of year.
Okay.
All right, the first one.
Yep.
It's called A Grumpy Emo Chick Ponders Whether She Wants to Bang a Corpse or a Dog. What movie do you think that's from?
I have no. What the hell, you sick bastard?
Hey, I'm not the one who thought of this. This is an actual thing. Somebody did this. So
I have no idea.
you don't know. Come on, think of again the time of year we're about to enter. We're about. Thank you for coming to Chinatown. We're about to enter. We're about to enter October, as we all know. It's right before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And so, what do you think, man? Come on. I'll give you just one little part of it.
Okay.
They sparkle.
So we're talking about a tattoo chick that's fucking an old man or a dog?
No, we're not. We're talking about one of the characters in this movie, Sparkles.
Sparkles.
God
The only thing that I can come up with is Hocus Pocus.
Hocus, man, what the fuck? You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, this guy was very, very sheltered as a youth, and I think it's carried over to later on in life because he hasn't seen a very, very simple movie called Twilight. Yeah, it finally hits him.
Yeah, no, I see where you're going with that. God, that was a tough one.
No, it really wasn't. So I have a few more here.
Okay.
And I want to see what it is. And we'll do these together because I actually haven't looked at these yet. So it's a quick little game. Little game.
I love quick little games.
Okay. The first one is here's the description. A boy befriends a bearded hermit, and two gay robots go into space, snogs his sister, and kills his dad.
Star Wars?
Well, let's find out. I would have to say it's probably Star Wars too, but let's see. Oh, yeah, it's Star Wars.
Okay.
Out of all the movies, that's the one you get.
And I've never seen them. I've never seen a single.
Star Wars.
Seen a single Star Wars.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know.
Now these are all from Britain, people, so you're gonna hear words like bloke and things like that, and I apologize, but you know they might have invented the language, but they sure as hell don't know how to use it properly. At any rate, this is right here. This is the second one.
Okay.
Bloke punches himself, encourages others to punch him, leaves his job, shaves his head. Bad influence
easy.
on Meatloaf explains the film. Oh, that's the hashtag.
Yeah, easy. That's an easy one.
What is it?
Fight Club.
Let's see. You would be correct, sir. The minute they put Meatloaf in the title, it was he was only been in like 3 movies.
Oh, I forgot Meatloaf was in that. I didn't get it from that.
The guy with giant bitch tits. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
He had what is it?
Can I just tell you?
He had testicle problems.
I want to tell you live on the air that this is an awkward situation.
Because you have testicle problems?
No, because I have a cat that's sitting behind you and sitting behind me, and his tail just went in my boxers.
Yeah, you know, it's a little pussy in life. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I guess that's a new bidet.
Yeah. Wait a minute, hold it. A new bidet?
Yeah, I mean,
know
he's
what a
going down
bidet
there
is?
cleaning up what's down there, bro.
Okay, I just didn't know what the reference
Feel
point
bad
was
for
when
your
you
kitty
said
cat.
hey, that's not my cat. I don't care. All right, here's another one.
Yes.
Recluse weirdo and his Recluse weirdo and his mutant employee lure children into his factory with sweets and disposes of them one by one.
That would be Willy Wonka, and I was the Augustus Gloop to that.
Yeah, really walking the chocolate factory. Did you see the new one with Johnny Depp?
I wasn't a fan.
I didn't care for it.
It's not the same as Wilder.
The original one with Wilder, that dude was fucking nuts. I mean,
Yeah, he was.
and you know his facial expressions made the movie. Truly, I mean.
Oh, totally.
Whereas you know the newer one, he overdid it. I think.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, hey, I know. We talked about it. We're not going to get distracted by writers and all that.
Hey, squish. What's going on, buddy?
He came back for some more.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it. Thanks, buddy.
Maybe after the podcast, we can all get together and rub maple syrup all over our bodies and try to figure out where this all ends.
Or we could grab a drink.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, we
too.
could do that too.
We could do that. I like to span the spectrum of both ends of the spectrum. Like, wow, that was really bad.
Was that English?
No, apparently, because it's Britain, for fuck's sake. All right, last one, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
All right. Half fish, half woman, sells vocal cords to kiss random bloke. Now, you've had every fucking Disney movie.
Little Mermaid.
There you go. That little whore.
Dude, did you see the cover of that? There's penises all over it.
Oh, yeah. That was a big thing, right? Back when they came out. Nobody noticed it for like the first, what is it, like 10 years?
See, I think that's the difference. Back then, they were trying to be all like ooh and ah about it and put it in these weird ways. If you watch a movie like Shrek, dude, they don't mess around. Like, they're just blatantly, they're letting it out and open.
Yeah, well, Shrek is a different kind of movie, though. And that's when...
A donkey.
There's like an... I'm over here going southwestern. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
I was talking to somebody last night, and we were talking about accents and stuff. And
I'm terrible at them.
And it was my buddy from down south, and he said, "You know what the problem with you New Englanders are?"
You New Englanders.
And I said, "What?" And he goes, "You can't tell the difference if you're talking about pants or your keys." And I said, "What does that mean?" He goes, "What do you call shorts that are tan?" I said, "Khakis." And he goes, "What do you use to get into your vehicle?" He goes, "I go khakis." And he goes, "What's the difference?" I'm like, shit, I didn't realize we sucked that bad.
Most words sound like that to us, though.
Yes, it does. We parked the car in the Harvard yard. What is this? What is he saying?
He said he's from Vermont, so he's good with the maple syrup. I told you he's big into the...
All right, I got a question.
Are you part of the beer community, like the last conversation we had last week?
I have a question for a Vermonter. This is an important question.
Is it fucking cold out there or what?
No, it's... If you're from Vermont and you're a fan of the maple syrup, do you think that your maple syrup is better than Canadian maple syrup?
Oh, come on. Dude, come on.
I'm just telling you, Canadian maple syrup's the truth.
Dude, I watched a documentary on Canadian maple syrup. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But
Why
okay.
did you... okay.
I watched this documentary on Canadian maple syrup, and believe it or not, they have almost like a mafia for Canadian maple syrup. They don't allow certain people to grow it, because it's a tree for fuck's sake. They don't allow certain people to harvest it, and when they do, it has to be done a particular way, and it has to go through a group of people, and it's absolutely amazing to me. They physically shut people down.
I think it was 3 years or 4 years ago. Did you hear what happened with it? Somebody stole an oil truck.
An oil truck?
An oil truck, like a gasoline truck.
Yep.
Cleaned it. Completely cleaned it out from head to toe. Made sure it was perfect inside. And then robbed a maple syrup factory.
Dude, that shit is expensive. You don't think about it,
you
but
don't.
It's super expensive.
It's like $40 a gallon, I believe.
Yeah, well, my grandmother just went to Canada, and she got me a good amount of it, and it cost me $100 for a solid gallon. And that's Canadian. It wasn't smuggled or anything like that, but it wasn't pleasant either. But
yeah, they make this thing with the maple syrup called, I believe it's called tsir.
What was that again?
Tsir, Tsir, which they take the maple syrup and they put it on a block of ice and they freeze it and they turn it into like a taffy.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. She used to get cans of that stuff. That stuff is like you got to eat a little at a time. It's super hard to eat.
We need a water guy.
You need a water guy.
We need a water guy. A guy that's just destined to grab us waters.
You know what? I got my youngest son down here. We'll call him Wilbur the water guy.
Wilbur the water guy. Wilbur, could you grab me a water, good sir? Appreciate it, dear partner.
And remember, if you do a good job, you'll be able to be the water guy the rest of the day.
Yes. Water boy. So Swishwin said Vermont itself. Oh wait, Vermont is like a miniature Canada. Vermont by itself is the second biggest maple producer in the world behind Canada.
Oh yeah, almost every type of maple syrup comes from that area. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know where Ain't Your Mama comes from, but sure as hell ain't Vermont. But
Wilbur the water guy.
Strikes
appreciate
again.
it. He strikes again.
Yes, good job, Wilbur. I appreciate the help here.
So what is so we did our little tidbit game.
Yeah.
Thing. What's next on the hit list?
Now, just to go back in a little history, when Nathan first got his license, he
quickly lost it.
He quickly lost it due to bad driving.
Yes.
Now, recently, the past couple of days, we have had an influx of just horrible drivers over here in Rhode Island.
Oh my God.
So I have personally taken it upon myself to scream and swear at every particular person I can think of that's driving like shit. It's never me, mind you. It's never me that's a bad driver. It's always everybody else.
But I'm pretty sure you do that to people who aren't driving.
That's
as well.
true. Walking,
Okay.
I love Sundays because as I walk into church, I scream and swear at those folks as well.
Oh, you should see him with the people in the wheelchair. Get the hell off the sidewalk!
Well, I tell you what, a little history for myself. Back when I was in high school, we used to play a game, and
Who's in my mouth?
no, we didn't play your game. We used to play a game. So the game was, and we were assholes. I'll be completely honest with you. I was the oldest one, so I was the first one with my license. So what we would do is we'd go to plazas on the way to different places, and we'd drive real fucking fast and slam on the brakes, not thinking how much of an asshole we were. I mean, frankly,
of course,
we don't do that ever again. I mean, at this point, I don't do that ever again. And I don't suggest anybody ever do that. But I was definitely an asshole back in the day, so I can learn from experience.
So you went from a little asshole to a bigger asshole.
No, now I'm not that bad of a driver. I take my time. I'm like a Sunday driver on a Monday.
You think that? So that you think that means that you're not an asshole?
Oh no, I'm an asshole.
Oh, okay, I
I'm
just want to make sure we're
asshole
clear.
Driver.
Okay, that's fair.
But I was just wondering. Now you work clear across the state.
Yeah.
Now, while you're driving back and forth, you must see just a whole heap and helping of what the fuck.
Yes. 45-minute drive back and each way.
Oh my God.
Yep.
What do you do to avoid the ever popular what the fuck? It's like this. This is exactly what happens. I know I do this, so you must do this. As you're driving, your hand goes up and you go, "What the fuck?"
Yes. That's true. So here's the thing. As you know, like your parent, your I don't know if your mother ever rode. I know like motorcycles.
Yeah, she's a ride or die bitch.
Okay, so my father rode too, and I have no problem with bikes. Okay, I want to make that very clear.
No. My mother rode. She never drove.
Yeah. So my only beef with it is it's the crotch rocket guys.
Oh yeah, they suck.
So the other day I was on 95 going south, and guy for about a quarter mile, almost a half a mile, was doing a wheelie on 95. I know this is bad of me.
Oh, you're wishing him to fall.
I
do it every
wanted
time.
to throw a pipe at him.
Now I used to ride motorcycles all the time. I own one.
Yes.
And I can't do it anymore.
He's a badass.
Oh yeah, I was a grandpa. But even on a motorcycle, I would wish death on people on rice rockets when they were driving like
God.
assholes.
I mean, here's the thing. I've done it. I've raced cars. I've topped out my cars. I've done a lot of dumb things. But you have to know your limitations. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know whose life you're putting at risk. Like, we had that talk about the seatbelt.
Yep.
Okay, I don't feel, I'll still stand by this. I don't feel that it's necessary for me to wear a seatbelt. That's just me. But
Dude, your big ass flying out of a fucking car is going to cause somebody to die. Put a fucking seatbelt on.
I guess I'm going to wear a seatbelt because Mommy told me to.
At least you know.
I do. But no, there's a lot of things I go, what the hell? Seriously, get out of my way. The worst is when you're on a highway and somebody's doing like 40.
Yeah, we got a different highway than most states. Our highway is literally 3 lanes. You go to a Maryland or you go to a New York or, Jersey's the best because Jersey's like 14 lanes wide.
And
it's
it goes
crazy.
all the way to Florida, doesn't it?
It's stupid amounts of space.
Yeah.
And, in some parts of Jersey, they have the highway section is just for trucks or vehicles or cars,
Yeah.
And usually I end up in a truck section as I drive. It's like, this is so much better. I'll just stay over here. Because most truck drivers, ladies and gentlemen, I know most people hate driving next to a truck. But most truck drivers are the easiest drivers to drive with.
Yeah.
I mean, truly.
They're laid back as all hell.
As long as they can see you, there's no issues at all. It's one of the best rides in the world, I feel.
Yeah. See, I got to tell you, how the drivers are, I thought it's kind of different depending on where you are in the States. When I lived in Texas for a little while, if you see a Mustang, they are bound to go 20 miles under the speed limit. They don't know where the gas pedal is. And it's terrible. They can't drive in snow because they get snow once every 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they get like 3 inches. And it's funny, when I was there during a snowstorm, and people that
Snowstorm in Texas. What'd they get? Like a quarter inch?
this is it. This is what they got. And I mean, they're hitting fire hydrants. They're off. You think it's the apocalypse. They can't handle it.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so great. Meanwhile, here, me and this guy, we could go out in like 4 feet of snow. What I've realized is you can simply avoid getting in an accident by doing one thing. All it takes is one thing, and if you do it, you won't have an accident.
Smoking weed.
What?
Huh?
No.
What?
No. What?
Taking
No.
meth.
So in order to avoid an accident, all you have to do is not be a jackass.
Yeah, but that's pretty much everybody except for yourself.
No, I'm a jackass too. I just know there's a time and place. When it's downpouring or there's a snowstorm, I'll do one of these. Seatbelt on, click.
So wait, hold. Now, wait a minute. You're contradicting yourself.
No.
First you say you don't ride with the seatbelt, but because it's snowing out, you have a seatbelt on. What? I mean,
I don't want to die.
So why the fuck don't you ride with a seatbelt?
Because I can handle it when it's dry.
Oh, listen to this guy. He can handle it when he's dry and by himself and crying into his whatever he's drinking at the time. Yeah, look at those bitch tits. Sexy.
So I do have a question for the viewers out there. If you notice, there's something new in front of us.
Yeah. Well, that was literally the next topic I was going to bring up.
Fat guys, we think alike.
Fat Guy Squared, ladies and gentlemen. We're upgrading as we go. If you can notice, we have new mics.
Yep.
Right here. And you can't see the table, but we have all bunch of brandy new devices
Yay!
that we can work with. And
Daddy let me open some the other day.
Oh,
it was
very
so
nice.
fun.
I let him open one because that's all he deserved.
That's it. That's all I got. If you notice, he buried a lot of the dead bodies we had behind us.
Yes.
We did keep the tarp for obvious reasons. It's now a trademark.
Yeah. When and if we ever get a green screen, it'll still be this tarp.
Yeah, we're going to green screen a tarp into the back. Don't mind it. It will look great.
And we can hear through our headphones. Well, at least I can. I don't care if you can. I'm just saying, I can hear through my headphones,
I don't
which is
want to
great.
hear him.
Why are you still here?
I don't know.
See, he hates it when I whisper into the mic.
I don't know. That was last week's episode. You know what I love? I got to tell you, I left here last Sunday, okay? I went all week waiting impatiently like a kid before Christmas for this next episode.
Are you telling me I'm like a hooker that you see once a week?
No, because I wouldn't pay you shit.
Oh, most hookers. Okay, you know what? No. I know I'm the man. I cup the balls.
You cut your balls?
I cup the balls.
Yeah.
Cup the balls. See, look, cup the balls.
But you know what? I got to tell you, this podcast, it's going to be a hit or miss for people.
Oh, yeah.
Because
we've definitely had people not like the idea of this because
we're not politically correct, folks.
Whatever their personal views are on it, it definitely doesn't dictate what we are.
So I'm gonna ask the listeners to write something in if they're listening. One of the things that was said to me was that if you listen to this podcast and the things that come out of my mouth, I will never be able to find a woman. So if you guys think that it's incapable of me finding a woman, please tell me that. If you think I can find a woman, tell me. If you think that I'm sexy and you want to be my woman, then you got to talk to the girl that I started talking to.
When the fuck did this become eHarmony, man?
eHarmony's too expensive, dude. This is free shit.
This is get Nathan laid harmony.
No, here's the thing. So I started talking to a girl.
About time.
Yeah.
We all thought you were gay.
Yeah, well, I had to let Johnny go. No, I started talking to a girl, and people keep asking me how it is. And it's just like, this is how, I don't know how you felt when you first started dating your wife. Okay? Well, dating what became your wife. But this girl, how I look at it is, I don't want to tell people how it is. I just, let me enjoy the fact of what it is. I don't want to ascribe it to people. I just want to enjoy it. I'm having a good time. Isn't that all that matters?
Yeah, I mean, when you start dating somebody, you got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But, you can't you can't focus on any kind of negatives at first. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I mean, I truly, I enjoy myself. I enjoy talking to her throughout the day. Like, can't people be happy with that? Well, what is she like? Well, she's into this? Who cares?
I can understand that. I mean, let me ask you something. And, excuse me, I burped. Let's play a new game. What did I eat?
General Gauss.
General Gauss.
There's General Gauss and General Chow's.
It's Taos.
There's
T-O.
two.
Taos.
There's GAU too.
What is a Jaws?
I don't know.
I think maybe you just don't know English very well.
I'm telling you, it's a General Gauss too.
You know what? Let's look it up.
Let's look
Google.
it up. I am
General
so scared to
Gauss.
lean back because if I do, I'm gonna wreck this guy's pussy.
What? There you go. You
Oh, thank God. Here we go.
I know you finally started seeing a woman, but I got her out of your chair.
Oh my God.
All right. So how do you spell General Gauss?
GAU.
General G-A-U.
What is it? I'm sorry. Is that General Gao chicken you see there?
General Gao. Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh.
It sounds like somebody else on Google doesn't know how to spell.
I'm telling you what it is, though. General Gao.
I don't know, man. I don't believe you.
It looks delicious.
Hey,
doesn't
remember, if it's on the internet, it is real.
it? Yes, of course.
So anyway, back to the main point.
Oh, yeah, point, yes.
You said you started dating a girl and you're having a good time, but at what point in your relationship with her do you start to? I mean, obviously you like her, you're seeing her, but at what point do you start to go, all right, let's move this to the next level? And I don't mean sex. I don't mean coming out and showing her your freak side. I don't mean any of that. I mean, when do you go, hey, maybe we can, you can meet my dad, or you can meet my illegitimate children that I have.
She doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, not right now, but
No,
maybe
she never.
in time.
No. Nobody should have to go through meeting my father.
Oh. No, but you know what I mean. So even meeting her family, I mean, I get certain times of the year, all that decorum goes out the window. Obviously, Christmas time.
So
Thanksgiving, even if it's her birthday, stuff like that. All that decorum goes out the window. Let's just take the rest of the year where none of that stuff matters.
okay.
And you meet a girl mid-September.
Okay.
At what point do you start meeting her family? Or meeting her
I get for me,
immediate,
just let it happen. I have no desire for that. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going to go looking for. I'm not going to ask to go meet her or her family or anything like that. And I don't want any woman to ever meet my family ever again.
Yeah, but I mean, you're actively making it so you can't go any further with somebody in life.
No. Gosh darn it. I'm going to tell you the truth. Every woman that has ever met our Pepe, a.k.a. grandfather, every single woman within weeks of meeting him, and I said this to him, I said, Pepe, why is it every time I have a girl meet you, they dump me? And this is what he did. He did this at the cookout we were just at.
Yep.
This is what he did. He went, this right here, sex appeal.
Now, you know what it is once they meet the best, they give up on the rest. And that's
This is the rest, folks.
But I mean, honestly, real world scenario, you sit there and you go, all right, I want to make a life with this lady or whatever. You have to do this next step. I mean, you don't have a choice in that aspect.
I don't know, man. Look at my parents.
Yeah, but they still knew each other's families.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have them meet the family, but I have a problem with commitment.
Yeah, I get that.
I've been, when you get screwed over enough, you assume that it's going to be a constant thing, and you just kind of give up on it. And so that's why I take it as it is anymore. I mean, I used to, honestly, every girl that I ever met, within like a couple weeks of dating her, I'd bring her home to show mom. Mom, what do you think?
Yeah, so you're overdoing it.
And then you know what my mom said to me? She looked me in the eyes and she goes, Nathan, you're a hussy. And I was like, what the hell's a hussy? She goes, it's kind of like a male hooker. And I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. But no, she was just trying to tell me to, to calm it down. And, oh, hi, Brewski. Sorry. So for that reason, we just, I've been taking it slower.
Yeah, I got you.
I've been taking it slower. I had the past 10 years have been crazy, Pat. Crazy. I've done so many dumb things. Oh, you know when you wish you could take it back.
Oh, most days.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to be more mature now. Trying to take things slower.
See, back in the day, back when my wife and I got together, we were obviously a lot younger. I mean, you're 31, so you have the ability to go to, as much as you don't drink, you have the ability to go to bars, you have the ability to go out and do things. I mean, back when we first started dating, I think I had just gotten my license, but I didn't have a car.
Yeah, but I think your wife felt bad for you.
Of course she felt bad for me.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
But I mean, what can I tell you? She's special for staying with me.
Yes, she is. She is. 30 years, right? Or something like that? 20 years?
Well, I mean, she is definitely looks like a 30-plus-year-old lady, but no, that's not the case. We have been together since our sophomore year in high school, which is 1995.
Show off.
And Jesus Christ, do the math now. So was it 23 years? 23 years, October 1st.
Show off.
And we've been married for 19 years? 18 years. 18 years. I'm trying to do the math in my mind, people. It is, you know what I mean?
That's just disgusting.
I don't find it important to remember the unimportant things like marriage and when we got together.
Yeah.
Now, why is that disgusting, though? I mean, when push comes to shove, you're with somebody an extended amount of time. Good, bad, or otherwise, you make it happen, Yeah, we have out-and-out arguments. I mean, there is no singular time that these arguments haven't turned out to be, just crazy fucking
Have you
arguments.
ever been right?
I'm always right. It's just she doesn't think I am.
I'm gonna say that's not true at all.
It's not that I'm right. It's not that I'm right. It's just that, in any kind of relationship, there's compromise. And the compromise is I make her feel like she's right and don't get yelled at.
That's true. So you're one of those firm believers, happy wife, happy life?
Oh, without a doubt. If she's not happy, what the fuck is the point?
That's true. That's true.
When push comes to shove, the only things in my life that really matter are my kids and my wife, in that order.
Thanks a fucking lot.
Well, I mean, you're...
No, it's cool.
You're like
It's
a
cool.
special kid to me. Really?
Like special needs?
And on to the next topic.
Oh, jeez. What's next on the hit list?
All right, where are we here? Wait, ladies and gentlemen, we have gone long enough now. We need to go to the next topic here. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this keyed up here.
I bet you.
First, it's gonna be. Ah, shit! I don't hear it. Ah, good. We have issues here, people. Issues.
I already know what it's about.
Let's see.
It
Doesn't work. Anyway.
Is it my mistakes from back in the day?
Dun, dun, dun!
Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. Go ahead. Do it.
Oh, he had it down. No, that's the wrong one. No, I'm sorry. Turn it up just a little bit there. What is that sound?
It's probably YouTube.
Oh.
That's all right.
Wait. Let me
Let's see. I can't wait to see what he's got going on. He's going to have a great sample. He's been practicing all morning.
I have. I really have been. I've been waiting to do this all day. So first we start with... I don't know what that is.
What is that?
It's Bakema Motumbo.
Oh, jeez. We're done.
No. No, the one I was going to go with is... it's right here.
What it?
Fucking computer. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
You got it up?
Yeah. Dramatic squirrel.
Nathan!
Yes.
You were in a porno!
Oh, shit. When we talked about this last week, I really was hoping that this wasn't going to get brought up.
Ah, no. I want to know how badly you had to fluff that guy.
There was no... Well, there... All right, so...
The fact... All right, the backpedaling really helps.
So...
Wait, and just so we can get to every point, we got to do the Law and Order thing here. You ready? Oh, you turned it down.
Oh, I turned it down. Go ahead.
Son of a bitch.
All right. So here's a story.
About Nathan named Jay.
About 3 years ago. you vent to your friends. I'm sure you've talked about sexual things to your friends.
I of course.
Okay. So I expressed to my friends, they asked me, they're like, oh, what are you into? And I said this, and I told them this, and they said, oh, you should go
Okay, wait. What is this?
I don't know if we can discuss on there.
Why don't we just, work around it, but we need to know the context of this.
Okay. We'll say power trip.
You like to be
Dominant.
You like to be the dominant one.
Yes.
In that relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
So they said, you know what you should do? We're on a fetish website. You should go on a fetish website. Oh, who was it? Swishwin.
Hey, good luck at work.
Good luck, buddy. Sorry you have to work on a Sunday, but I'm glad you tuned in for a little bit. You'll be able to catch the rest of it online later.
Yes.
So they said, you got to go on this website. And I can't think of it for the life of me what the website was. But either way, I signed up, made an account.
Okay. That doesn't sound like you're in a porno yet.
No, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So then I was like, look at all these different things. They had these different events that you could go to.
Oh my god!
And they were weird ones like
was it like a fucking fun run for fucking? I mean, help me
no,
out.
No, there was all different ones like the people who like furries. That's what they call them, furries. And I was like, that's not my kind of style. Then there was like swingers parties.
Okay, I'll try it once, but if it's not what I want, I'm not going back.
So there was a bunch of swingers parties, right?
Swingers parties.
So, yeah. So I was reading, and you could just go. You don't have to have somebody. You could just go. But they charge men a certain amount of money to go to these.
Well,
parties.
obviously.
So I was like, I'm not going to go to one of those. That's terrible. And so I have a buddy.
As he's grabbing his keys, getting in his car, he's still, no, I'm not going.
I'm not going.
Let me look up on MapQuest. I'll make this. No, I'm not.
So I was online talking to my buddies. And you remember I told you there was a guy named the Killer Snowman?
Yes.
Okay. I've known him for years. And you ever have a friend who just gives you bad advice?
Pretty much most of my life.
So that's what he does. You know, if there's a gorgeous woman on the side of me on the road and I'm on the phone with him, I'll be like, oh, dude, this girl's so hot. And he'll be like, oh, just follow her home and beep your horn really loud the whole way. Just terrible advice. So I was telling him about this.
Wait. So as you're doing that, just leave that up because I'm going to keep doing this.
Oh, jeez. So he said to me, he goes, what are you doing tonight? I was like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking I'm just going to stay in. He's like, really? It's Friday night. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about going to this thing, but it's stupid, and, I can't do that. And he's like, well, what's so stupid? Tell me what it is. And I was like, it's a swingers party. I got to pay $60 to get into it. And he's like,
$60 for whoa.
Yeah.
That's stupor?
Stupor?
Yeah.
Who's the stupor one now? Okay. So he goes, dude, you got to go, bro. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, you got to. You're going to regret it. You are totally going to regret it if you don't go. And I was like, I don't know, man. He's like, do you got the money? I was like, yeah, I got the money. He's like, then you got to go. So I went. You got to
stop hanging out with that guy.
Hell no. This is what makes it exciting. It was in Coventry, Rhode Island.
Oh.
Okay. So I show up at this house, and I get to the door, and within seconds of getting to the door, I realize I shouldn't be here.
Yeah. It's one of those scenarios.
Woman answers the door. She's like 45 years old, answers with her husband, and they're both in, we'll just say a getup. They're both in like a latex bondage, not my cup of tea. And they said, are you here for the party? And I said, well, like, I didn't know what to say. Like, this is my out. I can have an out. But
you sure you didn't go there and say, I'm the
main event, bitches.
No, you're the guy.
So I didn't know what to do. So I said, you know what? YOLO, right? You only live once.
YOLO.
So I walk in.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, gonorrhea stays with you forever.
So I walk in, and sure enough, there was people all over the place. There was like, you know those glass punch bowls?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There was a punch bowl of condoms.
Uh,
It was getting weird. So
it's even weirder. He kept searching for his size. It didn't. Couldn't find it.
I tried to get my finger condoms. They couldn't find them. There was a bowl on the side of it, like a candy dish, and it had blue pills. Wonder what those are. So I was like, this is bad. This is really, really bad. So I said, what am I going to do? I sat down on the couch. I said, I'll sit down on the couch. I'm not going to worry about shit. I'm going to stay for a little bit. I've already spent my $60. Maybe I'll get to see some naked women, and I'll go home.
No.
That didn't work.
No.
So,
if anything, you saw a lot of saggy balls.
So next thing I know, this girl comes over to me who doesn't belong there.
Wait, who belongs at a party like this?
Well, if you saw the woman at the door, and I was like, no, this girl is the opposite of that. She was fire.
Oh, one of those.
She was one of those that was too good to be there.
Well,
and so she sits down and she goes, how many parties have you been to? I was like, this is my first one. And she's like, oh, you're a virgin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I was like, yeah.
Let's make this as awkward as possible.
Yeah. I was like, all right. And she's like, did you pay the entry fee? And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's how I got past your security. Dink and doink at the door. And she goes, come with me. And so we went to the room, and things happened. And next thing we know, I found out there was a camera.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You aren't girls going wild for fat guys.
Yes, pretty much.
That's awesome.
After we were done, she moved a pillow. Like, there was a pillow on the other side of the bed. She lifted it up, and there was a camera there. And she goes, I hope you don't mind. This is going online. Now, at this point...
Wait, don't you have to sign a release of some sort?
Yeah, all right. You want the release? This is the release. She was still videotaping, and in my head, I'm high as a kite now for this experience I just had. I'm thrilled as can be. And she was like, yeah, do you mind if I put this on the internet? And this is what I said. Heck no, you're hot.
Man, that's the problem with women, because post-coitus, they do everything.
Yeah.
That's how my wife and I got married. It's exactly... Baby, yeah, whatever. Just let me go to sleep.
Next morning you wake up, you got a ring on. What the hell? So, needless to say, I still haven't found it.
You still haven't found it?
I don't know where it is. If any viewers out there, I had a buddy of mine I was telling this about. He goes, dude, my search history is so disgusting because I've been trying to find it.
That's awesome.
I was like, wow. So yeah, that was my one story.
Wow.
I dated a porn star.
You did? How hard is that to do?
So it's funny. I was working at McDonald's when I was 15.
Dude, this story is not going to end well.
It is.
Listen to all the... So at 15 years old, I was working at McDonald's.
Yes, I was working at McDonald's.
That's how the story starts.
I met this girl. I won't use her. I won't give her a real name. Her first name is Melissa. I'll say that. Okay. And then we dated. We went on like 6 dates. It was adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Spanish girl, a little cutesy. Let's move back 10 years now, 10 years down the road.
Oh, so this wasn't while you were dating her?
I'm 15 years old banging a porn star? I'm good. I'm not that good, homie.
For all I know, she could be 18. I don't know.
So 10 years later, I was online, and I came across a little something, and I was like, no. And so I contacted people that I used to work at McDonald's. I was like, yo, tell me this is her. And they're like, holy shit, that's her. You dated a porn star? I was like, I know. Her porn name is Missy Vega.
Missy Vega.
Yep. But it's kind of cool to think about. Like, imagine if you worked with somebody that became a porn star. Like,
or you can look at it from a different perspective. You were so bad in bed that you decided to go a different route in life.
Where's the sample that goes womp womp?
I have it here. Give me a minute. God, we gotta work
on these samples. We gotta get the real deal samples.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
We actually have a sound guy who's hopefully gonna come on board. He's hilarious. My boy Joe. He does the radio announcer voice in the movie coming up in theaters. He does intro voices, and he's awesome. And so hopefully I'll have him do some intros for us.
What about this one? How's this? See, it sounds like shit.
It sounds like shit. Screw it. Forget the samples.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So you guys got out of me to this week porn story and dating a porn star story.
And the fact that the porn star decided to go a different route.
Oh, we got to go back to that. There's no reason to go back to that.
We got to add it, man.
Jesus Christ. Just living it up with that, aren't you?
Hey, now let me take you back. Now, you're saying 15 years old. Let's go back to when you were 8, 9 years old. You remember when you were a fat little kid and you used to wake up Saturday mornings and, your mom would make you breakfast or you would have to do the cereal thing, whatever the case was. Do you remember what your favorite movie was back when you were like 8, 10 years old, that area, 8, 9, 10 area? I'm bringing up this point because Nathan and I have had a discussion time and time again, and all these movies I bring up for, mid-'80s movies that I remember and love, he has no fucking clue.
None.
So I think what I'm going to do here,
Home
ladies
Alone.
and gentlemen, Home Alone.
Yeah.
All right, well, I can't knock it. It's not bad. Joe Pesci, what can you do?
Do you remember Home Alone 2?
I remember up to Home Alone like 15. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, hey, oh, look, bad parents left the child home again. Well, this is the point that I want to make with this stupid
Thank
fucking
God there's
movie.
a point. I didn't
All
know
right.
there was. Okay.
Okay. How bad of a fucking parent do you got to be in
Fuck
the
up twice.
early to mid-'90s where the state doesn't come in and take your children because you've not only left them in a different state, but you've left them in New York by themselves. I mean, they go to no fucking way to find the kid, nowhere to go, and the kid ends up in and you know what, not for nothing. Where the fuck are they moving all these people around? Because the same goddamn bad guys are in the second movie going after the little kid again. I mean, Macaulay Culkin must have had just a fucking conniption through life.
Oh, yeah.
Because, all through his youth, he's getting chased by this same
He
guy.
was, I will tell you, Macaulay Culkin, that messed him up.
Oh, no, I don't think it was that. I think it was all the coke.
You think so?
Oh, without a doubt. He was a big crackhead from what I understand.
My favorite scene in all those movies was in Home Alone 2, right where it is the start of the traps, I guess you could say.
When he's building them?
No. Right after that, when they show up and Joe Pesci goes, "We're coming up, kid,"
Yeah.
and he throws a brick, and Marv goes. That was my favorite scene, and still to this day, if it pulls up on YouTube or whatever, I lose it. I absolutely lose it.
I don't know, man.
That's one of the funniest scenes ever.
Sorry, the water boy over here keeps moving in his metal chair.
No worries.
If you don't want to move, get a different chair.
Okay.
Oy. At any rate,
What do we
so
got?
back to the point.
There's more points. Okay.
You know what? Tell me what you want to talk about. No, you piece of shit. Go ahead, tell me. All right, so Home Alone.
Yes.
All right, do you remember any earlier movies? I know you were kind of a sheltered youth and you didn't really get to watch a lot of those movies, but
Yep.
do you remember anything from like the 80s, like a
The
great
Goonies.
movie? The Goonies. All right, The Goonies, perfect. That was possibly one of the best movies of the 80s, but also what about the Monster Squad? You don't remember anything called the Monster Squad?
Nope.
Let me play this for you because this I can show you. I wonder if it'll come through on YouTube.
Let's see.
And we will not get taken off because we're going to be talking about it.
Yes, we're gonna do. Oh, yes, we'll do a little documentary of it.
Yes, since we're going to be talking about it, we don't have to worry about people kicking us off. Ooh, they even had the full movie.
Let's see.
All right.
Wow, really?
This is the trailer. Now let's hope this works. I hope it doesn't sound like shit.
That's creepy.
We're the Monster Squad. What's a squad? My only advice, I think.
They're young and inexperienced.
Naughty virgins.
They're a bit disorganized.
Monsters.
Sorry,
We don't know that, sir.
ladies and gentlemen. This is a terrible, terrible setup here.
But strange things.
Oh, I kind of remember this.
Dude, this was the greatest movie. I mean, I think this came out in.
Was this
80
during the same time period as like The Labyrinth?
This came out in '87. The Labyrinth came out, I want to say, '85, '86 area.
Okay.
And the premise of this movie is Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay.
They all come back to life, so to speak, from 150 years of being asleep.
Sure.
And the entirety of this movie, it's
Look at that little
just
chunky kid. Jesus.
all it truly is just a bunch of kids trying to beat up Dracula, the Wolfman, and the monster from the Black Lagoon. Oh, and the Mummy. The Mummy's in this as well.
Okay.
I mean, this is the worst movie that I can think of in the 80s. So what we're going to do here is in another week or so, we're going to watch this movie. And we're going to watch it, and we're going to comment on it. And we're going to make a podcast out of it as we watch it so you can learn the movie.
If you look at my face, people, you can see how excited I am.
You know what? I tell you what, you give me a different title that you've never seen, and we'll work off of that. Because I personally...
The Godfather.
The Godfather. What, you got 5 hours to sit there and watch the fucking...
That's true, I
You've
don't
seen
got
The
that.
Godfather.
No, I haven't.
You've never seen The
Never seen The
my
Godfather.
Fucking God.
You got to understand, I'm from that era where, like, Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, those were the movies.
I keep forgetting you're 10 years younger than me, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
God, you've never seen... I mean, these are classic movies that everybody should have seen.
Yeah.
What about Scarface?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, just because you could say it doesn't mean you've
No, I
seen
did.
it.
I did. I didn't. I remember when I first saw it, I didn't understand it because I was young.
Oh, well, yeah, that's Tony Montana.
I love hearing stories about actors.
Batman.
That was the worst impression ever.
I'm not a great
I'm the
impressionist.
Batman.
I am the Batman.
You're like you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, "I am Batman."
Well,
I am the Batman.
Schwarzenegger plays every role, so he could play Tony Montana.
He could.
Let me in the job.
Give
I
me
am
more
the Batman.
cocaine.
There you go. So, I mean, what else? I mean, these are movies that you need to see. These are things, like you said, Labyrinth. Have you seen Labyrinth?
I have. Dance, magic dance.
Oh, my God.
Only reason I saw, like, there's a lot of movies I saw only because of my sister.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, Labyrinth was one of them that my sister was a fan of. The Goonies I grew up with, I named my dog Chester Copperpot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Goonies was great. What other one? My sister. Oh, the breakfast. Not the. Is it Breakfast Club?
There is a movie called The Breakfast Club, yeah.
With
They're stuck in study hall
yeah,
for a Saturday.
the girl from Pretty in Pink
Yes.
and the dude from Mighty Ducks.
Yes. You mean one of the shit.
Yeah, one of Douglas kids, Michael Douglas's kid.
You got to make me look up IMDb.
And then who's that other dude? The guy who he was the thug.
The Thug.
He was awesome.
Man, you got to know what you're talking about before
You know what it is?
start looking this.
It's like when you're given directions. You take a left at the gas station. What street is it? I don't know.
All right, so The Breakfast Club is from 1985.
That was before I was born.
Yeah, well, I don't give a shit. Doesn't mean the movie loses anything. This is a
No.
great movie. All right, so it was
Scroll up.
Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, who was that was the bad guy.
The thug.
The thug. And Molly Ringwald was the redhead.
I got to tell you, I saw Molly Ringwald recently.
You saw like,
Well, no,
in a movie?
no, like in the movies, and she
Was
got a
she
nose
at that
job.
party?
She had a nose job, and I got to tell you, I wasn't a fan. I liked Molly Ringwald the way she looked. She looks different now. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, but you got to understand, man. Molly Ringwald is like 60 years old now.
Can we click on a picture of her?
Molly Ringwald?
Yeah, scroll down right there.
Sure.
Let's see what she looks like. Damn.
That's not Molly Ringwald.
I told you she had a nose
She looks
job.
completely different.
She had a nose job.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That doesn't look anything like her. Weird.
it is.
Dude, when was Molly Ringwald born? Because that chick looks like she's 28 years old.
And I'm loving it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because that's what you need.
If you just click her name, it will show you.
Right here?
Yeah. It's going to go back to her IMDb, and then it should say February 18th. She's right next door with us.
Yeah, year, dear.
1968.
1968, okay.
So how old is that?
All right, well, I'm going to be 40, and I was born in 79. Let's do some basic math.
So that means she's 51.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care. I don't care. You show up at my house looking like that, I don't care.
I don't know, man. That doesn't look right to me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If she's sitting there looking like Betty White, that's
Oh, yeah, Betty White's a woman I'd have drinks with.
oh yeah, I'd have drinks with. I wouldn't go back to her place.
Why not? She was a hot piece of ass back in the day.
I can't say that because I remember I go as far back as Golden Girls.
Golden Girls. You know what? I'm hoping my wife gets to that age so we,
That's disgusting.
To you, maybe. I'm not the one who went to a party.
Did you see that guy to the right, that black dude? Who was, him. He just came out with a new show, and guess who he has on it?
Who does he have?
Oh, wait, it's right up top. Real. He's got Sinbad.
Yeah,
Dude.
Sinbad's been around for 100 years.
I know, but Sinbad's still the man. I've been waiting for him to come back. I loved his comedy.
Hey, I mean, he was good. I don't know if he was the best.
No. It was just something that it was.
Oh, Kevin's getting called.
Oh, I'm getting calls.
Kevin? Why did I say Kevin?
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. You look
Who
like
is calling me?
you look like my other fat friend Kevin. What can I tell you?
Should I answer it?
Why do you want to answer it online? What happens if that's your hooker friend that you dated?
That's a
10 years ago?
possibility.
Well, answer it then. Let the whole world fucking
Let's
know.
see. Oh, they hung up. Hung up, people. I can't wait to see what they say. Maybe they'll leave me a message.
Well,
I'm so excited.
this is the life he leads.
What movie? What movie? Oh, Sherman. Happy.
The clumps. But which one though?
Nutty Professor 2.
Oh, see, he even references the bad one.
This is all I am to you, just the guy who makes bad choices in life.
I mean, you keep telling stories of bad choices. What the fuck am I gonna do?
I have made a lot of bad choices. What was your biggest mistake?
Like in life or just like recently?
In life. This is going to get real.
My worst mistake? I don't know. I don't dwell in the past. I don't. You know what, man? I own all my bullshit. And good, bad, or otherwise, it is what it is. So good, bad. I tell you what, all of my mistakes in life have made me who I am today.
That's cute.
So no, it's not cute. It's the truth.
That's true.
I have fucked up enough in my life where I could live in the past and I could live in a time where it was, oh God, what was going to happen? What are people going to think of me? But no,
Yeah.
I mean, when push comes to shove, I am who I am because of the fuck ups that I had. So all of you people out there that sit there and dwell on the past and oh God, what are these people going to think about me? Fuck them. You know what? Here's the real world scenario. Everybody fucks up. Everybody has those moments in their life where they want to stop. They want to just get on their knees and say, what the fuck? Everybody. I don't care who you are. You could be the most put together person in the world. Everybody has that moment where there's no clarity in their life. And you're gonna get kicked down. You're gonna get punched down, kicked down. You're gonna be told that you're nothing, and that's the fact. That's what's going to happen in your life. Now, the key to living a good life is to say fuck you to everybody that does that, because you cannot be around these negative fucking people. I don't care if they're your mother. I don't care if you're their father. I don't care who they are. If you live your life living in a perpetual realm of what the fuck did I do wrong, you have no place in your own life to make your life better.
That shit's deep.
That's true, though.
I know, but it doesn't change the fact that shit's deeper than Atlantis. My God.
You know,
Motivational speaker over here. I just
well, I
came
tell
a
you
little.
what, there's going to be people out there. There are going to be people out there, younger kids listening to this, and they're going to go, oh shit, as an adult, I mean, I'm an adult male. I'm a father figure. You're the chubby cousin. I'm the father figure. It is what it is.
I'll go fuck myself.
Exactly the chubby cousin. That's what the chubby cousin would say.
Biggest mistake I've made in my life is the fact that if I lean back, I'm gonna kill this cat. Cat went right back to my booty hole. I don't know what's going on.
But I mean, I honestly think that when push comes to shove, if you just live your life one day at a time and don't look at the past, you'll be in a better place for it.
Listen, my father's given me a lot of advice in my life. Most of it terrible. Okay? One of my father's things he gave me for advice. Hey, you want to get over a girl? Yeah, Dad, I'm really. You want to get over her? Yeah. Then get under another.
Yeah.
So that's one of his advices. That's terrible. But he always told me this. If something's bothering you, can you fix it? And I said, no. Then stop worrying about it because you can't do shit about it anyways.
I tell you, I tell my kids all the time. I say, what's the worst case scenario? Whatever the scenario, it doesn't matter. What's the worst case? I say, the worst case is you die. And they go, really? It's like, yeah, that's the worst case. And if you can get past that, you're good.
Yeah, it really, that's it.
I mean, I live my life, like I said, man, I keep saying this. I live my life differently than most people, and they think I'm weird. Because
No, you're still weird.
I'm weird, but I'll tell you, I'm a happy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nobody in this world will put me down. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I fuck up. I admit to it. I say bad, stupid things. I admit to it.
Did you just go all Chumbawamba on me?
Damn right.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You never gonna keep me down.
Oh, my God. Dude, it's a variety show. We're going to have these moments of clarity.
Yeah, we are.
People are going to want to hear this.
It is. It's true.
You as a person, not to get too personal, but you've just lost your mom very recently, as a matter of fact. And it's still a very, very deep and hard wound to get over.
Oh, it's a touchy subject for me.
It very much is. But, I mean, again, even if you take a little of my advice, not that I want you to, but even if you take a little of it and live your life to what you want it to be from now on, you're going to be in a much happier place, man.
Me and my father was talking about it, and he's like, you gotta break down.
Without a doubt.
And I haven't. I have been avoiding it. And I have.
Okay, Nate, shut up and break down. Just do it.
I can't. Everyone's had their way of grieving with my mother, and I haven't had my way. And I will honestly say that this is probably the most therapeutic. I know you're sitting there, people listening is going, you just talked about a porno you were in. No joke. This is the most therapeutic shit I got in my life right now. It gives me, say, an hour to 2 hours a week that nobody can say shit to me. Nobody. You remember we were talking earlier about the whole power trip thing?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay, so the reason why is because I don't have control over my life. You think about it. You go to work, right? You have to do whatever the bosses say. That's your job. You go home. I take care of my father, but I've always been a person that's listened to everything my father said. So I can't do anything there. You got a girlfriend or wife. She's always saying her shit, and so you don't get to do your thing there. So the power trip thing, it's because that's the only way where I actually have my freedom. This right here, this situation right here, this is me doing me. This is the freedom as much as I can get, and I love it. It's nobody can tell me on the air, well, you can't say this shit, you can't say that shit. The only stuff that we don't talk about is stuff that's mutually we agree that is just wrongs to talk about.
Yeah, obviously. Like, politics we both find boring, so we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And obviously racism, we don't talk about that because, I mean, neither of us are into that.
No, it's just not our thing.
No. I'm sure in time we'll find other topics. But, I mean, what everybody on this podcast needs to realize is that this is not real life for us. This is just us bantering back and forth, having a good time. This is literally the way that we've talked to each other whenever we get together. I mean, there is no difference between this and when we're just fucking around.
and the crazy thing is, we could go. Me and Pat have been able to go 10 years without talking to each other.
Well, I mean, because he's an asshole, and
But when we talk, it's like we didn't go 10 years.
that's true.
And that's the difference. And this way, doing this podcast, we won't go 10 years.
You know, and I got to be honest with you, man. If you ever find a friend that you can do that with, obviously I'm a good guy and I'm a friend, but if you find somebody, if you can find somebody else that you can do that with, I have other friends that I can do that with too, and I tell you, I mean, they are lifelong friends. They will be with you. It doesn't matter, and that's where a lot of people misunderstand. They doesn't matter the distance of time since you've seen somebody. It matters the amount that you get in when you see them. You know,
Yes.
you know, a lot of my friends, you know, we're definitely those guys where, you know, go fuck yourself. All right, you want a beer? You know, that's who we are.
Yeah.
And you know, it's you know, some of the lady friends that we have, and they look at us and go, "Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you?" Because they hold these grudges and they hate people, and it's like, well, you know, I don't care that she called you fat 25 years ago. I don't know why you're still talking about it.
There's no, why? There's no
It
reason.
makes no fucking sense
None.
to me. But in a woman's head, apparently, it is the right way of dealing with things.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, saying that is like saying you called their mother a whore or something. It's just, it's
yeah.
right up there.
Well, what happens if your mother is a whore?
That would be a bad day.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
I'm taking your pad.
If you can read it. And he can't read it.
All right, we're going to give him back his pad.
No, I have a bunch of topics, but we've done a couple of different test runs, and I've been running through the topics pretty quickly, frankly.
Do you see that? Somebody said something.
Rip
Slave
apart why reports have to be so long in college for me.
Oh, well, you know what? We probably actually could riff off that because you're in college, and I'm sure there's reports that you have to do that you just think this is bullshit.
I just started out.
You just started out?
You know what? I mean, again, are you talking like a thesis or an actual report?
Unless you're Spanish, and then maybe you're not writing thesis. Maybe you're writing essays.
Oh, God. You're so bad.
Love it.
Slave Void 27.
Slave Void.
I don't know if either of us know you, but thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate
And
it.
again, what is what type
Hey! He sent us a follow.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Look at a little zombie. He's going.
That's pretty cool. Nah, I mean, you know, what kind of reports are you writing? Are you doing? I mean, what background are you going into for college? Is it just general ed, or are you actively going to like medical school or what have you?
Yeah, what kind of thing are you going for? And if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to tell you a way that you can feel better about whatever you're writing. When I was in high school, I had to write, this is a true story. They made us pick a word out of the English dictionary. And I had to write an essay on that word.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I chose mastication because it sounded like masturbation. I didn't know what the word even meant, so I had to write an essay about the act of chewing. So what is he?
Oh, God, it sounds like so much fun.
So he's writing a thesis. What are you writing your thesis about, if you don't mind me asking? And what is what is the class that you're taking?
No, a thesis isn't a class. He's going for his master's.
No, I know, but he's still got he has a class that he's writing a thesis on, right?
Yes, no. A thesis
Oh.
is you write it for your master's degree. So what it is you know, you go for your associates, your bachelor's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, master's a doctorate. I could be wrong for one. It's either master's or... Anyway, regardless, you write a thesis on a particular whatever. So if you're going for school, you're going to write a thesis on, you know, the English language. Or, you know, whatever the case is. So, I mean, that really does matter. And ultimately, it's just to get more knowledge into the field of things.
I know my buddy wrote a thesis for his master's in computer science. He got it published.
Oh, yeah, they always do. They always get published.
That's so cool.
Oh, I mean, ultimately writing a book, if you're that high into fucking schooling and
I
whatnot.
I wrote a 20-page paper.
I've always wanted to write a book. It's always been one of my bucket list things. But I don't think I'm a very good writer. I have the wherewithal and the mindset to do it, but I don't think I'm very good at it.
I wrote a short story.
All right, paper is just a thesis
Length. I don't have to write a completely organized one.
Oh,
Oh.
well, all right.
Oh,
Well,
that's not bad.
don't write it.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck him. I wrote a story. I wrote a short story, which was to help people who go through depressing times.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was during when I was depressing time. It was called A Long Walk Home. And
Now, was it a story or a poem?
Nope, it's a story. And it was one of those things that I remember I went to bed and I woke up and I said, you know what? I got up the next morning and I just wrote and wrote and wrote. And
That's what you got to do.
And 2 days later I had it. It was done.
You know, I've.
I'll let you read it one day.
I got to be honest, man. Like I said, I read a lot of books about, writing books and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, every single one of them are of some celebrity that has written a book. So in every single one of them, it's in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But it quite literally is you just stop and you just start writing.
Yeah. You like me, I'm very blessed. I have great friends. So like in my case, I wrote it and I literally gave them a block. Cuz I like it wasn't split up. It was like 20 pages of just text.
Really?
And I gave it to them and I said, "Make this."
In college, you got a double space, man. You're going to fuck this up. Got double space, leave an inch on the top.
Yeah, I can't do any of that shit. Like when someone said, "Oh, you got to write an essay and it has 5 paragraphs." I would just hand him 1 paragraph.
Oh, you're that person.
I'm that person.
Oh, that would drive me nuts.
But I can choose the topic, he says, as long as
about
it's
something we have covered. Okay, so what class are you in? How long was the story you wrote, Nate?
The story I wrote in total was 21 or 22 pages.
So it's a little, yeah, it's nice. I mean, what obviously it's about depression, so.
Yeah, it's easy to write something that you hold personal. It's a lot harder to write about, George Washington, we'll say, because you don't, you're reading and then you're writing something. Rather than experiencing it. And for me, I wrote everything from, it was just bad. It went through the hardest times of my life. It went through losing a job, girlfriend breaking up, losing my license, getting very sick, losing my grandmother, not having family that are like everything, and how you bounce back from that.
There you go.
And I did it. My intentions of writing it were simply just to let other people's be able to get some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Feel some kind of freedom in their life.
A little alleviation of stress.
Yeah. So it was a good time. Maybe one day I'll write it again. I'll write some more. I don't know.
Dude, I'm currently in a writing class right now, and they say to free write. What free writing is literally that. You put 10 minutes aside a day, grab a piece of paper, and you just write whatever. Doesn't matter, just write. And you get all of your just thoughts out, and then you can build a story off of that.
Yeah.
Because the more you write, the better off you are.
True.
And so I mean, hey, it's a great place to go. I can't speak on a thesis. I can't speak on what I mean without knowing what class you're in. For all I know, you could be a paleontologist. Talk about dinosaurs. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a million different things.
Yeah. So without actively knowing what it is that you're going for, we really can't comment. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to. Maybe you can write about midgets.
That would be so much fun.
Wow, it'd be a short story.
Wow! I'm sorry, guys, if our video is coming across as choppy. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it seems to be the internet may be slowing down on our end, and I apologize for that. General Chemistry 1 for now.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope.
All right, General Chemistry. How to make meth. So this is what you do. You start watching Breaking Bad.
I was going to say, do you know?
Well, I mean, I watched Breaking Bad. I can make it blue. I don't know if it's good, though. But General Chem, man, neither of us are chemistry majors. Hell, neither of us can breathe without really paying attention. So I don't really expect either he or I to have a great answer for you.
Oh, I wasn't catching.
I can't
can't-
write about midgets in chemistry paper, although I'd love to.
I just realized who Slay was.
Who is it?
Slay is a guy. I'm sorry, Slay. It didn't connect with me. I'm pretty dumb. Slay is a gentleman that I play. You ever played Ark?
I haven't, but I mean, I guess we. You know what we can do? I'd like to try to do one of your Twitch streams with what you do, and maybe I can join you with you on that one particular time, and we could try it out.
Yeah, we could always try that.
I mean, I don't want to ham in on your stuff, but we can give them a little taste for the regulars over there who don't come over here.
Whatever your heart desires, there, Pookie.
I just think it would be cool to have a big fucking screen playing that game.
Yeah, that would be. That would.
Now,
be.
do you play it on your computer, or do you play it on like a system?
I played on my computer.
Oh, so I mean, yeah, this would be great. We would just
typical
get it
Nate.
going. What was that?
He said, "Wow, typical Nate."
Yeah, he doesn't remember a lot of things,
Yeah, it's true.
except for weird porn that he's been in
Meh.
10 years ago.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to put it out there. If you are following us on Twitch, and I love the fact that you guys are, you can also follow us at Google Play Store and iTunes. Also, if you want to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on YouTube, let us know what you think. Give us your feedback. I mean, really, it's still a brand new podcast, and any and all feedback would be absolutely great. If you go to iTunes, please give us 5 stars, because that definitely helps out in the monetary side. And if you want to give us anything, whether it's a stupid story or a crazy story or that video that Nate can't find, please reach out to fatguysquared@gmail.com. And podbean.com. Fatguysquared@podbean.com is another streaming site.
It's basically where you can, if you can't find it on iTunes, you can't find it on Play Store, you can go directly right there.
Yep. And we're still building our actual website, and that'll come in time. But yeah, like I said, we're still starting out. Thank you for coming.
Oh my God, your English
Holy
is terrible.
shit!
We are one day.
One
we're
day.
we're gonna work on getting some T-shirts.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
One man.
I think the dude who built this, who built the logo, deserves at least a shirt for this, because the
Oh
fucking
my
logo
God.
is great.
The logo is phenomenal. I'll have to show you some of it, like the work from his card game that he came out with.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, his card game's taken off right now.
We should get it on here and
Oh
play
my
it with
God,
him.
he actually has a stream. I'll give you a shout out. His name's Alex. His game is called Dark Frame, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons kind of guy. It's never been my thing, but the graphics on this stuff is phenomenal. So, quick shout out to Alex for that.
Yes. We're going to end this about an hour and a half today. I got some stuff I got going on. So, generally we'll be on for 2 hours every Sunday. We will make it anywhere between 3 and 4 p.m. Every Wednesday we will have a podcast. We may be doing a stream cast as well, but we're really just looking to do the podcast for right now. But as far as I'm aware, I could be wrong here. Nate's going to try to get the Wednesday podcast on this Twitch as well.
Yes. Yes. Nate has definitely has
to tell.
plenty of stories to tell.
Being in the voice chat in particular.
Yeah.
Well, all right, you can email me at
Yes. If there's anything particular, any particular stories you want from that being told, put it to Fat Guys, and we'll throw it into a mix one
Oh,
day.
without a doubt. I mean, seriously, that's really the best way to reach us. If you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you can leave comments like that as well. Again, all the major all the major sites you can reach us on, and absolutely give us any and all input and anything that you think that we should talk about. I mean, I don't care how weird or whatever it is. The only, like I said, the only caveat is that we don't do politics, because neither of us give a fuck about politics, and racism. Obviously the really legal shit we don't do either. But
We should, down the road, we should talk about real life sex dolls.
oh, that would be cool.
We'll have to talk about
Next
that
week.
one day. Next week, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Sex dolls.
My buddy's been asking me to talk about that for some time. So.
Oh.
Of course, not that you didn't already know this. The killer snowman, the one with bad advice, he's the one that always says we should talk about
I'm
that
telling
stuff.
you right now, if we go that route, maybe we can do something and we can have people start giving us donations to
Donations to get a
sex
sex doll, and we'll have it in the
That would
middle.
be- oh, that would be great.
We'll
you
have
know
her sit
what?
next to us.
She'll sit right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying we won't use her. I'm just saying she'll be there as a.
No, I'm telling you, I'm using her.
Is Nate done downstairs? No, I'm not.
Right behind this tarp.
Oh, Christ. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys spending your hard-earned time with us today. And I know there's a lot of sports game things on. You know, shoot the kick the ball thing, and
Shoot the kick the ball thing.
oh yeah, because I'm huge into sports.
Oh, you don't follow sports? No. Yeah, either do I.
No, I know it's football season, and this is a hard time to do anything because Sundays are football day around here. Being that we're in New England, the New England Patriots are a big thing. One of my friends is a Steelers fan, and we don't talk to him anymore. So,
It's how it is.
yeah,
This is great. I can finally sit back, kind of. This is so. Oh my god.
I don't know why I didn't kick that fucking cat out.
Oh my god. I was caring about that cat way too much.
Ah, Jesus Christ! Is that how you treat you women? No wonder why you don't get any.
And there it goes again. Just ragging on me.
So, with
Um,
all that being said, Nate, how do you think today went?
I think it went all right.
It went okay. Yeah, no?
Hey, considering I came here, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling way better. I think I was just a little dehydrated.
Well, I mean, you had a water boy Will over there. He was
Yeah,
getting
he
some
was
water.
good. Waterboy Will. Maybe they'll destroy Philadelphia again. Well,
See, I wish we could really talk because neither of us know anything about it.
yeah, Philly. I love the Philly heat.
Cheesesteaks.
Yes.
Is it the cheesesteaks?
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I had a problem in Philly. Would you like to hear about it real quick?
Sure. We'll end on that.
So I went for work. They had us go to Philly. I had to drive down there. And while I was there, I got there and I said, you know what? I need a haircut. So I went to a barbershop in Philly. And
You realize that out that way, there's certain barbershops you don't walk into, right?
oh yeah, I know. But I was hoping to seeing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh.
And
You're getting your,
West Philadelphia, born. No,
you're getting your fade cut?
exactly. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you go to a barbershop?
I don't. I mean, I have a gentleman that I've seen for 15 years, but no, I don't go to barbershop.
Now, how much does it cost for a haircut?
Over in our area, it's called Supercuts.
Okay.
And I think it's $18. something like
18
that.
bucks. Barbershops normally it's 15. With tip it's 20. That's the average. And I think most listeners will agree with me on that.
You give them a $2 tip?
No, it's 15. I give
Oh, I
you
think
20.
it's at 18. I apologize.
No.
Like,
And
you
so
cheap son of a bitch.
I went there and I said, all right, I'll take a haircut. And they said, okay, do you want the lineup done too? I said, yeah. And they said, all right, well, we'll take care of that. And they did the straight edge.
Well,
They
that's an
did
additional cost, I thought. No.
sometimes I was figured 25, maybe 30 tops.
All right.
So we go, he's doing it. And it looks okay. You know, it's okay, but nothing serious. So I go, all right. And I said, how much? And he goes, that'll be $62. And I said,
$62.
For what? And he goes,
That dude
oh.
fucking do your scrotum too? What the
Well,
fuck?
$62. I said, you didn't. What did you do? And he goes, oh, well, you know, we gave you a hot towel. Fuck
Fucking
your
hot towel, $62? Motherfucker, is your heat that bad that you got $62?
So I was like, what the hell? And so I said,
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I said, well, because I bought like a gel.
Nope, put that shit back.
So
'cause
I
that's
said,
another
I don't need that
$45
gel
right
no
there.
more. And he goes, all right. And he goes, it'll be $57. Your gel was $5. He goes, yeah. So I was like, all right.
Now, that dude saw a sucker. That's what he saw.
Yeah. And I said to him, I said, in my town, where I come from, I go to the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
And he goes, why do you go to the ghetto? I said, because if you want a haircut, you go to ghetto. Ghetto will take care of you.
My father-in-law has seen a guy for the past 40 years. I think this dude is like 86 years old. He can barely hold the cutters. You know, he's like, let me get a straight line, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just goes to the same place over and over again in little town, Central Falls.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely amazing. I was like, you drive all the way to Central? Yeah, that's where I go. I've been getting it every year. Like, wow, more power to you.
It's true. You go to like, I will take a Spanish dude or a black dude over a white guy when it comes to cutting hair.
I already found the clip that we're saving again.
Yeah.
I will take a Spanish dude. I'm not even gonna finish that because you ain't getting me on that one.
I think there's nothing else really to say after that.
Next week we're gonna have we're gonna have a little get together
With the
with
black
who?
guy and the Spanish guy. It's what I prefer. Don't.
Hey man, whatever man. Hey, everybody has a flavor. It's just yours is the flavor of dick.
Anywho,
He always gets weirded out when he starts talking about that stuff. Yet he was talking about a porn. See, he's a weird dude,
with a
man.
woman.
Hey, who gives a shit, man, woman? I tell you what, there's plenty of gay men and women out there that are very happy in committed relationships, and they have more open talk than we do.
I wish you could talk.
I wish I could too, man. I'm terrible at this. I'm also tired, man. I'm coming
are
off of
tired
like
shit.
five fucking
I'm a little
hours of
pissed
sleep.
you didn't save me no pancakes. God damn it.
They're in the fucking freezer.
You
Take
got.
them.
It's a wrap, folks. I got some eating to do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you want to follow us on iTunes, Google Play Store, or on any of the social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and leave us an email at fatguysquared at gmail.com. I am very bad at this. I
And
apologize.
I will tell you, for the listeners out there, the watchers, if you ever see a podcast pop up with the name Test, don't take it as one of our podcasts. We are just testing things out so we can make our upcoming podcast even better than they were today.
Yes, as you heard in part of this podcast, the different bars and whatnot I use, they sounded terrible because we're still actively testing. Brand new podcast, and a couple more times around, I won't be saying that because we should have all the kinks worked out. So, all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. This is Fat Guy Squared Out.
Signing off.